Hey guys, how you going? My name is Dom, and today I want to talk about event delegation inside JavaScript. So my definition is this. It's a way you can add an event listener once for multiple elements with support for adding extra children later on. So you may have seen this included in many front-end libraries as a feature, but today we're going to be implementing this technique using pure JavaScript to actually see how it works behind the scenes. So we have this unordered list right here, and we're going to add a single event listener to react to click events on each one of these list items. So we're going to make the background color red when you click on one of these list items using a single event listener. Alright, so inside the HTML for this document, it looks like this. We have the unordered list right here with an ID of my list. So we can first just get a reference to the my list element inside the JavaScript. Let's make a new constant, and we can call this one my list, which will be equal to document.getElementById. We're going to pass my list inside here. So we have this list inside our JavaScript. We can now add an event listener on the actual list itself. So we can say my list.addEventListener. We're going to add the click event, or listen for the click event on that. And as the callback function, we're going to accept E, which will be the event object when the event occurred. Okay, so we have E inside here. If I was to now console.log E, alright, I can save this and refresh the browser. We can now inspect the actual event object when this list gets clicked on. So if I was to click on Apple, for example, inside here, we get the event object. If I was to expand this and scroll down to the target property, we see it says ally right there. So we have access to the element that was actually clicked on. Alright, so we have ally right there. If I was to click on just above Apple to actually get the UL unordered list element by itself, if I click here, probably a bit lower, click here. Alright, so if I was to expand this one now and scroll down, our target is still ally. Let's just try again. Say here, for example. Alright, so now we have UL as the target. So now we have the entire list as the target. So we have these two differences, which allows us to identify when the target is an ally list item. Okay, so inside the JavaScript, we can get a reference to the target. So we can say const target is equal to e.target. Alright, so we can say if the target is a list item, then do something else. So we'll say if target dot matches ally, then do something. So this matches method, part of the element there, basically returns true or false depending on if the target matches ally. So basically that's a selector, and yeah, it returns true or false. So if it's an ally, then do something. We can say target dot style dot background color is equal to red. Alright, so I can save this and refresh the browser, then click on list item, and it turns red as the background color. So that's the basics of event delegation. So we've actually implemented it in about 5 lines of code right there. So the second part of the sentence is support for adding extra children. So basically here I mean that if you were to add extra children to this to the actual list itself, the event delegation will still work. So back inside here, let's make a new list item below the event listener. So make a new constant, call this one new ally, equal to document dot create element. We're going to create a new ally. Then we're going to say new ally dot text content is equal to decode. So we've created this right here as new ally. All right. So now I can say my list dot append child. We're going to add the new ally onto the list. So I can save this and refresh the browser, and we get decode right here. If I was to click on it, it turns red as the background color. So we can see right there that event delegation lets you dynamically add and remove elements to the parent element, and it still works. So you don't need to add a event listener for each child inside your parent. So that's basically, I think, the main advantage to using event delegation. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.